10 logical reasons that deny God's existence. So you believe that God exists? This question is making the rounds these days, but don't be misled. This definitely is not a new generation question. It has been debated through years and the discussion can go on for centuries. In case you deny the existence of the Almighty and somehow lack evidence to support your side, we have you covered. So we unveil 10 logical reasons that will shake some believers. Number 10. Poorly designed universe. Don't the theists say that God is perfect and the creator of the universe? Well then why did he design the universe and his babies in such poor fashion? We weren't in a hurry to land on Earth. We could have stayed in his creation lab for some more time, if only to become refined beings. If God exists and it is him who has created us with diseases and malfunctions, do we have a reason to worship him? Number 9. God of gaps. Hey believers over there, we agree with you and here's how. Now that we have your attention, could you explain the idea of God of gaps that is your argument of his existence? You somehow prove God's existence by pointing out phenomenon that science can't explain, and hence they are facilitated by God. In ancient times, Greeks believed Poseidon to be behind earthquakes, but it has now been proved a scientific activity. Can our lack of knowledge about the universe substitute for the existence of another force? That's not very convincing, sorry. Number 8. Inconsistency of religions. Just a logical question here, if a metaphysical form exists, then why do we perceive the same thing so differently? Is there any unified view of God, his form, his number, his work, or his expectations from us? If God existed, he would have been bigger, more powerful, and with effect on the universe. The reason we all have different views of him is that he does not exist. We are not perceiving a reality, rather we are building on something we made up. Number 7. Creation of world. We all have our own definitions of God, but one widely accepted trait of the Almighty is that it is he who created the entire universe, some 6,000 years ago. That being said, it should be evident that nothing on the planet is older than this time frame. But that is not the case. Fossils have been found that date back to billions of years, and if God created the world only 6,000 years ago, where did those things pop up from? Can't we deduce that God does not exist, or at least that the world was not created by him? Number 6. Existence of evil. When believers say that there is a God, a power which is noble and good, then do they forget the existence of evil in the world? Be logical. When God loves us so dearly, then why does he allow evil to exist? If there is God, who allows wars and riots to take place and destroy his creation when by all means he can stop it, then he is at least not worth worshipping. Number 5. Morality needs no religion. Most people believe that in the absence of God and religion, there would be utter chaos leading to immoral acts. But is that really true? Looking at the behavior of a believer and an atheist, you'd see that there is little to no difference in their morality. On the other hand, there are more than a few incidents to prove that religious people commit immoral acts in the name of God. So isn't it wrong to relate God with morality? The question of the deity's existence persists yet again. Number 4. Religion runs in family. If we ask you about your religion, there is a 99% chance that you follow the religion of your family because that is what you have been taught. But what is your understanding of how to worship God? All you know is derived from your ancestors and it has been in the generations. You did not analyze the facts to decide which. Religion goes with your definition of God. The mere scenario of tightly bound family religion questions the truth in it because you can analyze facts but not fables. It can also be seen as a belief sustained by social pressure or even threats. The whole idea of religion seems scary now. Number 3. No evidence of existence. Largely saying there is not much evidence to prove the existence of God. Well, if God is there, then why is there no proof of him being there? That kinda puzzles us. Talking of the evidences that somehow prove that such a power exists can also not be trusted. When put under examination, these evidences fail to support the argument. Also, the idea of a large number of atheists circling the world is beyond us. Since God exists, why didn't he prove himself to us? Number 2. Common consent. One of the major reasons for believing in the existence of the supreme power is that most people believe it. Is it even logical to say that since a phenomenon is accepted by the majority, it must be true? We doubt that. Let's compare it to slavery that was believed to be acceptable back in the day, but with time it was found to be a faulty practice. Same is the case with God's presence that is believed by many, but is that proof in itself? Number 1. No growth in religion. When we look at the world around us, we realize that a decade ago there had been so many things that we had no knowledge about, but are now a part of our life. That's how we have evolved in our knowledge about science, but can we apply the same thing to God? We guess not, because we are still stuck with beliefs and facts that have been in circulation for centuries. Our knowledge about the God and religion has not improved, which is rather thought-provoking. If God exists, then why is it that we still are vague about what he is like? Do you have any counterclaims? What do you believe in, science or God? Tell us in the comments section below. Subscribe to our channel if you liked this video. And while you're here, check out our other videos and tell us what you think of them.